Hi everyone. In this video, I will teach you guys how to correctly delete a Snapmirror relationship on NetApp Clustered Data Ontap 9 system. So this is one question which is frequently asked. What is the correct way to delete a Snapmirror relationship on a cDOT 9 system? So I wanted to do a quick video and explain to you guys how to go about it. So here I have listed the steps that are involved in this process. Starting off with the first step, which is to QS the Snapmirror relationship. Um, Now, what QSing means, it's essentially a step wherein you do a Snapmirror QS, and what it does is it actually stops any data transfer between the source volume and the destination volume. So even if your Snapmirror relationship is in an idle state, you should run this command just to make sure that no data transfer is going on. Once you've done that, the next step is to break the Snapmirror relationship. So once you break it, the relationship is essentially shown as broken off. And once it's broken off, you can continue with the third step, that is to delete the mirror relationship. Once you do that, it will clear up the tables. And the last one is to remove the source information. Now, this is a very important step which a lot of people tend to ignore. Uh, when you do this, it will release the information from the source cluster. So for this video, I have cluster 1, wherein I have node 1 and node 2. So I'm not using intercluster Snapmirror relationship here. It's intra-cluster. Let me quickly show you the status over here. So as you can see, this is the current status. You can also notice the type XDP over here. So if I give a version, you will see that I'm running a cDOT 9.3 release. So and with 9.3, the default type of for the snap mirror and the snap vault relationship is XDP. So the source path, as you can see, is SVM primary is my primary V server, volume 1 being the primary volume. SVM secondary is the secondary V server, and volume 2 is my secondary volume. Um, the relationship status is snap mirrored, it's healthy, and the status is idle right now. So even if the status is idle, we'll do the first step, that is QS the relationship, just to make sure that no data transfer is currently taking place. So yep, and one more thing, this is run on the destination cluster. So since this is an intra-cluster relationship, still we will navigate to our second node, which is where the destination SVM resides, and then we will run the QS operation on the second node. So let's do that. Snapmirror QS, we will give the destination path, which is SVM underscore secondary, and the volume name is vol2. Let's hit enter, and it will show as operation succeeded. The Snapmirror QS for destination SVM secondary vol2 is done. So we can do so now the next step is basically to go and break it, but before that, let us just list out the Snapmirror status, or rather Snapmirror show. So we will see a QSed state in the relationship status. Now, the next step, as we saw, is to break the relationship. So for that, we will use a Snapmirror break command. And again, we will use the destination path as SVM underscore secondary, and the volume will be vol2. Let's hit enter. And it's showing as the operation is queued, and okay, it's succeeded now. So if we quickly do a Snapmirror show, we should be able to see the mirror state is broken off. All right, I hope you are following these steps till now. The next step is to delete the snap mirror relationship. So for that, essentially, we will use the same command. Um, Only thing is we'll just replace the break with the delete parameter and we'll hit enter. So it shows operation succeeded. The relationship has been deleted. If we give a Snapmirror show, this table is currently empty, so the relationship has been deleted. Now, the last step, and still an important step, we want to remove the source information from the relationship. And remember that the first three steps are done on the destination cluster. The fourth one will be on the primary cluster. So let's navigate to the primary cluster and issue a Snapmirror release command. Again, the destination path has to be specified, which is svm underscore secondary, and the volume will be vol2. Once you do that, you'll get a warning that um, all these snapshot copies which are generated for the purpose will be deleted. We are okay with that. And again, you have to make sure that you know what you're doing, because you will not be able to re-establish this relationship again between these two volumes unless there are other common snapshot copies which are remaining. So we will give a yes and enter, and then it will take a moment to do it. And yes, the job has succeeded and the Snapmirror release has succeeded. Let's do a quick recap. We QS the Snapmirror relationship, we broke it off, we deleted, and then we removed the source information. So this is how you correctly delete a Snapmirror relationship on a NetApp Clustered Data Ontap 9 system. Also, guys, I would take a moment to tell you about my course on NetApp cDOT 9.3 Data Protection Administration. It's a 3-hour long course with lab exercises wherein you learn to create and manage snapshot copies, restoring data from snapshot copies. You'll also learn to create Snapmirror and SnapVault relationships, and then also about failover resync operations and the restoring data with SnapVault software. This is a course on Udemy, for which I will leave a link in the description below. You can click on that to avail a special discount just for you guys. And for other tutorials, you can always visit my website, howtostorage.com. Thank you, guys.